Hello and welcome. Welcome to our next series of group mentoring program. Initially, we had conducted a very successful program, which was a reinvention framework for business growth meant for growth organizations. During the program, we realized there was an equal need for startups and early stage organizations. But there was obviously some little differences that they required. And that is why we came up with this new series, which is called the Business Growth Acceleration for Early Stage Organizations. Now, this program is a 10 sessions, 5-week program, which has equal amount of mentor-led and participation from the registered organizations. Now, let me share with you what are we going to be covering. On the first week, we're going to focus on the product positioning and the competition mapping. I'm sure most of the startup owners and the early stage organizations have already have a good MVP in place. So we are going to be looking in the positioning of that product and how the competition is going to be impacting our sales and marketing strategies. That takes us to the next week. And the second week, we're going to be covering the marketing strategies for the market covers that we are looking at. What are we looking at? We are going to be looking at the customer segments, the geographies, and the channels that we're going to be using to market our products and services to the audience. Then we have the third segment, which is the third pillar, which is the organization structure and the hiring strategies. Now, without having the right people at the right place within the organization to run your entire other strategies, your business planning will not be a strong one. So that is where we're going to focus on the organization structure and hiring strategies. The fourth pillar that we're going to focus upon, Nisha, you want to talk about that?
Thanks, Neetu. Now, when we know we have the right product, we know where to position it, we know what are the various markets that we need to cover, we know that who are the right people that we need to recruit. But how will you ensure that you have all this in place? What do we need for that? Funding. So, on the fourth pillar, we are going to talk about what are the different venues for funding. When you go to an investor, how do you pitch your business? How do you create a very powerful and impactful pitch deck? And then what are the different organizational formats that you should incorporate your business with if you're looking funding to grow your business. So, and of course, very important in the initial years, how do you manage your cash flow? So I'm going to talk about all these things to ensure that your business is growing and fund or money is not the obstacle for the growth. Over to you, CK.
Thanks, Nisha. I think Nisha, with her experience as a financial consultant, and Neetu with her experience as a marketing and business coach, and myself, I think when we all come together, I think we bring about 80 years of experience, and we realize that all these four pillars are so critical to have a solid business plan. And the business plan is really the culmination of all the planning that goes into all the stages, which we'll be working along with you. And that business plan is going to be make or break the success of your business acceleration, right? Whether you have the right amount of money to hire or you don't have the right amount of money to retain people. So I think that is something that we're going to be talking about in terms of a very detailed structured business planning, which would be possibly new for many of you in terms of doing it for the first time, and we'll be handholding you in that whole process. And I think Neetu will then just sort of sum up and talk about the next steps as far as this program is concerned.
Yes. I think we should also add the fact that we've also included a 60th-day review session to ensure that the challenges that organizations will face in implementing some of those strategies are also actually addressed by the mentors. Now, uh, in spite of all of this information, I'm sure there's a lot more questions that you may have. So for that, we have also organized an introductory session or a Q&A session. The dates of the program is given below. So go ahead and register yourself for the program, and we will try and answer all your queries on that day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and look
Thank
forward to
you.
seeing you soon.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you.